그럴수록 이
All the more
상황을
in this
초래하게 한
situation,
것은 누구의
I
잘못도
cannot
아니고
shake off the thought
우리들의
that the
책임일
cause of
뿐이라는
what has
생각을
happened now is
떨쳐낼
not
수가
anyone else's
없습니다.
fault, but our own
처음부터
responsibility.
오로지
From the very
어머님
beginning, we should have been
당신과
one
되었어야
with true mother.
어머님의
We should have been
심정과
completely
완전히
resonating with
공명되었어야
her heart.
했는데
We
어머님 생각이
should have made her
저희들의
thoughts
생각이
become
될 수
our
있도록
thoughts,
했어야 했는데
but
그러지
we
못한
failed
저희의
to do
책임임을
so.
부정할 수 없습니다. 그럼에도
We cannot deny
어머님께서는
that this is our
저희를 끝까지
responsibility.
믿어주셨습니다.
And yet even so, true mother has continued to trust us until the very end. When Pilate was conducting his trial, Pilate's wife sent a messenger to him, saying, "Have nothing to do with the righteous man, for I have suffered greatly today in a dream because of him." Do you remember the passage from the Bible? 아주. If at that time, instead of merely sending a message, Pilate's wife had gone to him in person and also pleaded with him, perhaps the crucifixion might not have happened. Even now, at this very moment, we must offer our devotion so the ancestors may appear and work among the prosecutors and the judges. We must offer devotion so that your Father himself may mobilize and act.
네, 예수님의 사형을
Pontius
집행한
Pilate, who
본디오
executed the
빌라도는
death sentence
로마
of Jesus,
제국의 유대
was Roman governor of the province of Judea. In the era of imperialism, when someone in power like Pilate was moved, the outcome could change completely. So then who are the people in power in this present age? In democratic era, it is the citizens and public opinion who hold power. Therefore, if we offer our prayers and devotion, through whom will heaven work? Through peace ambassadors? No. I believe heaven will work through the grassroots media, the most fundamental voices that move public opinion in this era, such as social media platform and YouTube. If you look at YouTube now, you can see there are already media contents being uploaded one after another that seems to represent the position of Family Federation. So what exactly is the Unification Church of the People of Power Party that the Special Investigation Team is talking about? Do you even have proof that those people are Unification Church members? How would they know? When people join the People Power Party, do they write down I am from the Unification Church or I have the church? How can they tell who is Unification Church and who isn't? Some of you have joined People Power, right? When you signed up, did you write down what religion you belong to? Then how can they take the list and claim that these people, they say they come from a list of 110,000 suspected Unification Church members who are registered party members, but try to label all 110 members of People Power Party as Unification followers? That's absolutely ridiculous. In fact, this is religious persecution. It's all just conspiracy theory. Without any concrete evidence, they claim that because there are 110,000 matching names, these people must be Unification Church members. I can understand why Unification Church must feel wrong side, because the time
통일교인 국민의힘 당원 가입 동원이 완전히 사실이 아닌 가운데 현재 수사 중인 혐의 자체가 뉴스나 특검에서 크게 다룰 만한 문제가 아니지 않나요?
제일 먼저 보도한 데가 중앙일보입니다. 근데 중앙일보 그 기사를 자세히 읽어보면 뭐라고 돼 있냐면 10시에 끝났다고 자기가 압수수색을 10시에 끝났다고 썼는데 3시에 이미 그걸 갖다 대조해갖고 명단을 확인했다고 하면 믿을 수 있는 기사인자라고 하는 문제가 있고
명품 전벌 의혹도 한학자 총재가 한 것이 아닌 뿐더러 증거가 없어서 더 진행할 수가 없고요.
The first outlet report the story was 중앙일보, but it was, if you read the article carefully, it says the research ended at 10 a.m. Yet also claims that by 3 p.m. they already compared lists and verified the names.
80세가 넘는 통일교 총수를 무리하게
As luxury gift allegation, it is not President 한학자 who gave such gift, and due to lack of evidence, the investigation could not proceed further. There is also controversy about whether the alleged 100 million won political donations was even revealed or could be considered election interference. At this point, it's too speculation to draw a conclusion. What's important is proof, but instead, they went so far as to forcefully detain an 80-year-old religious leaders of the Unification Church, and then in itself has become serious issues. When she arrived, she got up the escort vehicle. I can understand why Unification Church must feel so wrong right now, because this time Unification Church side is being accused of having influenced the People Power Party's National Convention or its party's representative election, and people are attacking them saying, isn't that political involvement? But if that's the standard, then Protestant churches have done hundreds of times more. In fact, Protestant groups have been doing such things continuously, openly and publicly, and it has never become a major issue. So at this moment, when disciplinary measures related to the current emergency situation are being initiated, I can understand how Unification Church people must feel very wrong, as if to say, you've been doing this all along and no one said anything. So when we do it once, you attack us like this. Because Unification Church ideology had we thought embrace both left and right, it cannot be said that movement is leaning toward one political side, rather it seeks to achieve peace and national unification. Meanwhile, one YouTube channel claimed the number of 110 members, which suddenly emerged from special prosecutor's team, dramatically decreased within just a few days. What is even more important, they emphasize that the number 110,000 was announced 3 days before Chulmada detention was decided. The main allegation is that during the 2023 People Power Party leadership election, the Unification Church's side allegedly attempted to intervene in the convention process in the organized way, thereby violating political party law. On September 19, JTBC reported that after comparing the list of 5 million People Power Party members with the list of 1.2 million Unification Church members, they had obtained the list of approximately 110 People Power Party members presumed to be Unification Church members. At that time, there was 740 registered voting members for the 2023 party convention, so 110,000 would amount to around 15%. The number was certain to be large enough to influence the election outcome. However, a surprising development followed. Less than a week later, on September 25, the special prosecutor abruptly announced that number of People Power Party registers had been narrowed down to 3,500. Let's look at sequence of the event. September 19, estimates of 110,000 is announced and public opinion erupts. September 22, a court hearing for our Chulmada detention is held. September 23, the arrest warrant is issued. Then only 2 days later, on September 25, the number of party registration is suddenly reduced to 3,500. From 110,000 down to 3,500, a reduction of 97%. In the 2023 People Power Party Convention, there were 740,000 eligible voting members. Mathematically, 3,100 people would count for only 0.4% of the total. Therefore, whether or not 0.4% participation could have influenced the election result would become the key point in proving the alleged charges. Let's review the results of election. Candidate Kim Gi-hyun received 244,163 votes, winning the election at a rare rate of 52.93%. Candidate Ahn Cheol-soo came in second with 136,360 votes, 29.56% share. The difference between them was 107,803 votes. Can anyone recently claim that 3,100 votes could have decisively affected an election with a gap of more than 100,000 votes? The initial estimate of 110,000 inflamed public opinion served as the basis for issuing the arrest warrant. However, the actual confirmed number turned out to be only 3,500, of which 3,100 were connected to the convention. It seems that truth will be revealed. No, the truth must be revealed.
네, 박수 한번 부탁드립니다.
Please give a big round of applause.
네, 그다음에 우리 라훈일 선문대학 대교장님이 지난주 설교에서
라훈일 last week's
흑석 동작 교회장으로
President
시험할 때
Launil
이야기를
spoke about
해주셨는데요.
this in his sermon last week, sharing the story of from whom when he served as